What the hell is that tradition? Lieutenant Lupus would like to know. Mary-Cloyd. In a nutshell, it's not rap battling. I guess you could think of it like that if you really wanted to, but I feel that it's pushing the boundaries a bit. A bit. Mary-Cloyd is a Welsh tradition. You effectively visit houses. Kind of think like Christmas carols, only more rhyme than carol. Also, Mary-Cloyd is a horse's skull. And the people in the procession for Mary-Cloyd, you show up at the door, you knock, someone answers the door. And then you begin an exchange in song and rhyme. And they have to counter. You're basically trying to explain why they need to let you come in and sample the fruits of their larder and their liquor cabinet. And they need to try, in rhyme, back to you, tell you why you shouldn't. And this keeps going until one side can't reply. It is kind of a rap battle, but it's not rap. And yeah, so you're literally rap battling to keep your alcohol or to take someone else's, depending on which side you're on. Very old Welsh tradition. Very fun Welsh tradition. Not practiced commonly in towns and cities. Again, not even that super common in valleys, but it still happens, especially towards the north. I think we're good to go. If I need more, I will come back. That fish was just asking to get arrowed. It was just sitting on my cross. Ooh, you know what? You know what? I wonder. Oh, you've given me an idea, chat. How dangerous. How foolish of you. I'm just going to run up the coast for a moment and see if I can't harpoon a fish. Not exactly the common fare for a harpoon, I grant you, but nevertheless, we're going to try. Let's see you down there. How far out can I harpoon? Yes, there we go. Can this go through the water? Oh, I was really hopeful that it would be able to. Sadly, it doesn't appear that I can harpoon fish through the water. I don't even quite see if it's connecting. Even if it would. Oh. No, I don't think it is. No fish for me. Maybe within the water. Like some Atlantean trident. No, I just punch in the water. Of course I do. I can't use tools in the water. I swim instead. Okay. Plonk. Whoop. Yeah, I imagine his name is referring to Canis Lupus. Oh yeah, there we are. I see. My name is referring to Canis Lupus. Just catching up on chat for a moment. Maybe fishing nets, yeah. I mean, I do know that there is going to be a specific tool for fishing later on. It'll either be a fishing rod or fishing nets, as you suggest, for what I can tell. Just draw back a bit, and then we're gonna swing around. Now, today's journey, I want to do a bit more exploration. At some point, I just want to run through the forest to uncover it. But today, well, we're heading to Wraithguard, so we're going to go up and around this way. But I'm going to go up and see where that goes. There is a river crossing there that we can use, but I'm not sure if the longboat will be able to make it. That should be fine. Let's turn around. We are now out in the ocean, so... Hello, little raft. Murderous scallywag, you. But yeah, thank you very much, Bilal, for the reminder there. I would rather no spoilers in chat. I will occasionally ask for things that I appreciate are spoilers, and when I do that, I will make it really clear that I'm saying, look, I don't mind spoilers on this particular question. Is this possible? Is this something that's going to happen later? Because sometimes, you know, I might get the feeling like, there's like two possible outcomes of this scenario that I'm staring at right now. One, I'm going to spend a while trying to do something, and it is possible and I'll succeed. Or two, I'm going to spend a while trying to do something that isn't possible. And sometimes I might just straight up ask, look, is it possible to do this? I don't want to know how, but is it possible? In which case, you know, an answer is great. The other time is if I'm, as was the case with fishing, and very early on I was trying to get fish, but most weapons don't work in water, or they don't penetrate particularly deep. And so I just straight up asked, look, is there some way of fishing? Am I wasting my time with this? Are they just basically there for prettiness? Or is there a way to do it? And I just haven't come across it yet. I don't want to know what it is. I just want to know if it's possible. And a couple of people in chat said, yes, later on you'll be able to. Which was very, very useful. Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to say, there is fishing. There is a way to fish. Yeah. No, exactly. And you know, when I ask for information, well, that's on me then. You know, I've invited the spoiler. So, you know, I'll usually still qualify it because I'm aware that, oh, this is deep spoiler, potential spoiler territory. So I'm just going to ask for, like, in the case of the fishing question, is it possible? I don't want to know how, I just want to know if it is. If there is something later on that allows me to do it. So that I don't waste the next 30 minutes trying to work out how I can arrow a fish. And, you know, then the answers are great. You know, people will come through for me. But if you notice me doing something and I don't seem to realize that there's something later on, if I don't ask for it, just let me do. Let me go on. And later on you can laugh at me for being a derp and faffing around for a while on something that there was a knack to it and I just didn't work it out for a bit. You know, enjoy those moments where you can lord your superiority over me. Just not too much, because your name will go down in the book. And it's the sort of book you don't want your name in. I think I actually want to be out on the ocean. It's night time. There's a decent chance of sea serpents around here, I think. I wouldn't mind that at all. Am I still in the meadow? Oh, there we go. I was about to say, it's a very big meadow that I'm in. I do imagine that comes up on this side. Oh, there we go. Hello, buddy. Yeah, you take me over to the shore, please. Perfect. What arrow am I using? Let's switch to the bronze tips. Did I just hit my ship? I did. I did again. Could you rear up? There we go.
close to land. I don't mind that, though. Let's turn in. Slow down. That's right. Straight ahead. Actually, just a little bit. Please stop. There we go. Finally continue. For a little bit. Okay. Let's turn in. That's okay. Let's turn in. There we go. And that'll do. I want to get out and start attacking it from land. If I can. Or is it only going to focus on the ship now? It might do. I really hope it doesn't. Oh, come on. Don't get in the water. That is a bad place to be. And there is a sea serpent out there. I think it might be, actually. Oh, okay. I mean, first and foremost, I need to chop down a tree so I can repair my boat. You know what? That is another good point. I should really carry around some items for that. I should always have a little bit of wood on me. Enough to put down a workbench at least. How much is it? Do I need for that? Only 10. That's not too much to carry. Oh, I don't really need the scales. I've got enough for a shield already. Okay, there's a couple of cubes over here. Hi. Oh, there you are. Hello. Nope. Do with the brutes and the others first. I'll deal with the brutes if it comes around here. It looks like it might not. Harpoon! Harpoon the snack! No reason to. I mean, oh, okay, well. You know what? Maybe I'm assuming that there's no more reason to, and there still is. So, I will do that next time, I promise. Right now, that opportunity's gone. The next time I will try to drag the snack ashore. Who knows? Maybe there's some sort of cool result out of pulling it onto land. Ouch. Okay, that's kind of nasty. There's a lot of them there. Really, all I need right now is a little bit of extra help. Grey dwarves are kind of easy to kill at this point, which is dangerous for me because it fills me with confidence. And as we all know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. That snack did not do much damage to the longship. I'm pleased with that. Very pleased with it, actually. There's the scales down there. I may be close enough to pick them up. We'll see. Drop off all of these gubbins. I don't need them. I will come back when though. Honk. Yep, I got the scales. It was close enough to show. There's 2 more down there. I'll pick them up in a sec. Whoop. There we are. All scales received. Hubris is the #1 killer of Aavaks. Fact. Question occurs, can you imprison the snack in a pool near your base? Because if so, pet snack! 9. As ever, you ask the important questions. I will 100% for science this. If it doesn't die instantly in some sort of comic, explosive fashion, the moment you pull it onto land, then pet snack is going to be a priority for this playthrough.
Hubris is the true apex predator. Indeed. Snack-powered boats. See, everyone says, I want to ride a horse. I want to do this. I want a snack to pull my longboat through the water. It's going to be like I'm stood on a longboat-sized ski being pulled along by my twin sea serpent. Ah, it's going to be amazing. Truly, the best. Well, we crossed the water. We're going to continue on in this direction, though, because that's what I was initially planning on, isn't it? It does me no good to keep changing my plans. We will explore this coast at some point, but not right now. Got the nice sailing music once again. I am going to stay out on the ocean, though. I have no particular desire to head in to the coast yet. It's not a storm. If it was a storm, I would head more for calmer waters along the coast, but right now, being out and about is quite lovely. But the dock we're going to make, I'm going to need to bring the Swift Song in close to the water. Oh, another snack! Let's turn around. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going against the wind, but snack number 2! I will try to harpoon this one for you, champ. Thankfully, we are going to have a bit of wind with us, so that's good. I want to get its attention, and then I want to draw it into the land. If I can. Thank goodness I checked back. I saw its wake in the water. Is it still there, though, or will be the question? Hello? There we are. Hi. I am sorry that I'm going to have to kill you, but it's the rules. That was a terrible shot. That was also a terrible shot. I do more damage to my own boat than the snacks do. Let's head into shore. A little bit more speed, please. Thank you. That'll do. Okay, stop eating my ship. I mean, it's fair, because I'm going to be eating you, but I'd rather you didn't. Let's try and get it. Where's it gone? Scallywags! Did it give up because it was too wounded? Oh, I may have, you know. Alright. Oh, I was going to harpoon it, but I figured that I'd need to do that closer to land. Unless I can do other things once I've harpooned it. Can I use other weapons still? Maybe that's the case. Maybe once I harpoon it, I basically tether it, and then I can deal with it at my own leisure. I aim. I can harpoon it and still steer. Okay, well I can drag it to the coastline then. Where did the snack go? It's the first time
they bailed on me. Is it just that it got too hurt and it was like, nope, 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 nope. Any sign of our snack friend, chat? We'll swing back down on this side. And then carry on our journey, I guess, but that's a bit of a shame. Smart snacks, worst snacks. You gotta admire it. I've never been able to kill them, they've always fled before I can finish them. Oh, okay. Right, so, duly noted, don't wound it too heavily before I bring it into shore. That's the first time they've abandoned the chase, so I wasn't aware that was something they did. But it makes sense. Harpoon first, then drag it into shore, finish it off. Duly noted. I'll still hunt around a little bit, but it's possible it's scarpered now. Maybe it'll get its courage back when it's not taking direct, sustained damage for a little while. Who knows? It was around here that I got its attention, but whether it returned to there or not, I don't know. This would be one of the places where I think multiplayer would really shine, is having someone on the prow telling me where to steer. That would be grand. Oh, we're gonna sail on the open ocean a bit, actually. It looks like that may actually be the point where this landmass goes back around, which is good to know. A little island out there, it looks like. Wakes in the distance. Getting close to shores is useful. It gives me a much better idea of the landmass. It'll also add it to my map, which is super important. So I'm just going to get up close enough to this to pop it onto the map. Just so I know where the various landmasses exist, and I can plot my courses in the future. But we are still aiming to go around up there and down. Ooh. Swamp? Swamp, I think. That's a lot closer. Going sharply, I was paying too much attention to distant areas and potential plans involving them. Black forest here. Yeah, looks like a big old swamp over there on this side. Good to know. Very good to know, actually. In fact, I'm going to creep toward it just so that I can once again get it on the map. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing. Completely didn't notice that rock there, sadly. But at least it wasn't a sandbar and I didn't get myself beached. How to be worse. Much worse. Okay. Let's row ourselves along here. Well, that's good to know. We've now got a... let's avoid that one. We've now got another swamp that we can investigate. It looks like a crypt over there or something. We've still got to find out where the swamp boss is. I'm assuming it's going to be something in the swamp because it looked like some sort of swampy creature on the Okay, really? Waves? You're working against me on purpose at this point, I'm fairly certain. Big swell of a wave there. Why am I not holding on to the rudder? I feel that controlling the rudder requires me to actually be holding it. I don't know, call me old-fashioned, I guess, but nah, I'm not going to get a decent wind here, so. And I'm not super keen on having to row across the ocean to the other shore. So we'll just go along here until we... That actually may be where we need to be, sadly. Okay. Now, so far, as we saw down to the south, swamps basically exist in a constant flux with plains, but it doesn't look like that's the case over here. It looks much more black forest than swamp. Well, I suppose that's a little bit of what it was like down the south as well, but I guess not quite as much as I would have hoped when I was low on health. Or then looking for a way to get back. Yeah, if we have to set up base in that other swamp, then I will definitely bring some materials with us so that we can do that. We are now absolutely going in a direction I don't want to be going. So time to really swing this ship around. And we'll tack against the wind for a little bit. Tacking is quite slow, but it's faster than paddling. Pedaling? It's a lot faster than pedaling on the water. Like, as far as speed goes, pedaling, yeah. I know we've just unlocked stone, but it hasn't actually put us in the Stone Age. I know when we unlocked bronze, we were in the Bronze Age, and iron, we were in the Iron Age, but we're not in the Stone Age. We are not going to be paddling by pedaling. I don't care how the Flintstones did it. We're doing it this way. Hello to Roseman. Good evening, mate. Yeah, that would do nothing. Now, we do know that down there is a river crossing. I just don't want to take a longboat down the river. I feel that isn't necessarily going to be the best way of doing it. Nice big meadows over here, though. That was a heck of a wave there. I love the wave mechanics in this game. Goodbye, girls. The sand is getting a lot closer, and I believe these waves are giving me a very false idea of where the how deep the water is. Well, actually, you know what? We'll paddle in and then out of land. Just so that I can get the coastline on the map again. I think it's really important to try and map as much as you can. But longboating a river is the Viking thing to do. True. True. I suppose that is true. I am glad that you can paddle solo. You don't need to row. But from what I understand of multiplayer, you can't row even when there's lots of you. The others just basically have to sit around and watch as one person paddles. What I would love is if you had friends on board. They could row. Ah, that'd be so good. Arkham! Hello, mate. You're from Porthcawl. Syngenith, originally. Then Caerphilly. So not too far. And then all we need are instruments, okay? And one of them should be a scheme drum. And someone could sit on there just drumming out the beat for the rowers to row. That would be fantastic. Really, it would. And the rowers could be singing appropriately paced songs. Ah. That would be the life. Not gonna lie, that would make sailing in this over 100% better. At least 4,322%. At least. And of course, you'd want even rowing, so you'd need people on either side rowing at the same pace. And if one is rowing too fast or too little, then you know the boat's going to start cutting across the water in odd way. Ah, it would be amazing. It truly would. I think we can all agree that would be amazing. Did the Vikings have keel hauling for slow rows? I don't think they did, no. If you keel haul someone for being bad at rowing, then you've got one less person to carry gold out of poorly protected monasteries. Add a big drum to keep the rhythm, and we have a winner. Well, that's what I said—a scheme drum. Someone with an instrument, so they can just beat out the rhythm of the row. You can have different, you know. Maybe that's a mini game for them as well. They've just got to hit A and D to use the respective arms. That would be fantastic. You know, just a leisurely row that doom, 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 doom. Then, you know, when you're trying to harpoon a sea serpent, then it'll be more like dum 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 dum. And then when on a big multiplayer server and you're about to ram another longboat because it's the only way you're going to win that battle, is a dum 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 dum. Be fantastic. But then you'd need a bunch of thralls because, you know, rowing at that pace is basically going to kill whoever's doing it. So you'd need to have taken some enemy players as thralls and chained them to your longboat. Ah, fantastic. All from the humble beginnings of just wanting a bunch of friends on your boat so you can play the drum to get them to row properly. At that rate, you summon Jaws. Dum, dum. I could actually have the, yeah, that was just a little island. So if we don't want to go through the river, we can absolutely avoid it. But it's really quite annoying that the wind is always somewhere I don't want it to be. Let's not go straight into the rocks, though. We can avoid it. Said not into the rocks. There Or a guitar like Mad Max. Oh, that would be fantastic. I should not be reading chat while sailing around rocky river mouths. Ouch. Oh, sea is my friend, only not. Sea cushioned the blow. Thank you very much, sea. You are actually really quite dapper. You appreciated that whilst, yes, I made a mistake. It was with the best of intentions. I was trying to engage with my chat. And I shouldn't be heavily punished for this. I do appreciate your understanding, Ocean. There we go. Actually, is that low enough that we'll be okay? We might be. We might be. Hey, Apollinaire, how you doing, mate? I noticed you playing Valheim earlier. Were you, did you continue on with Valheim for the rest of the day? I'm debating about trying this game or not. Honestly, you know, I'm actually gonna change up my. Let me just edit the stream info for a second. There we go. Again, the caveat with the recommendation, I need to put it in there because I get so many people asking. I have spent going on now 80 hours playing this game. I have not progressed very far. I've covered the second boss, and I'm kind of into the next like gear material, going on towards the third. I am adoring this game. This game is amazing as far as I'm as far as I'm concerned. Now, the caveat with any recommendation is that I can only really recommend from my perspective. And that's not just whether I enjoy it or have fun playing it. It's also whether I would buy it. And money is worth different amounts to people based on how much of that they have. But at its current price, I think it is criminally undercharging. I am having so much fun with this game. So much fun with this game. And if you have similar tasting games to me, you enjoy builders that give you a purpose to build, not just, oh, you can do these things, but why would you bother? Then I suspect you will like it a lot. Right, let's make our way down. And if we're lucky, we'll find a sea serpent on the way and we can drag it to shore. You may have built a house for 10 hours. That is fantastic. My current main house, I spend about 13 hours building, with a little bit of time aside to go gather materials. Considering most new games I try, I get from watching you play them, I take that recommendation very well. And there you go. Take it with my blessing, in fact. May it serve you well. Okay, I don't want to crash into a rock. Let's try and avoid that. I see you there, rock. Being all rock-like and sneaky. Yes. Don't you act all coy now. Trying to sneak below the waves once again. No. I've already seen you. The diabolical plan has been revealed. I could go serpent hunting, I guess. But we need to go serpent hunting. No, we need to get around here first. Could also plink a couple of the enemies along the coast if I really wanted to, but once again, don't really think I need to. What on earth was that? Thistle? Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to stop for that thistle, honestly. Oh, yeah, I am. Ow! Okay, I missed that one. Kind of embarrassing. So how did your longboat get smashed? Well, I was looking at plants. Let's try not to park there, because I will come back to this thing being utterly smashed on that rock. It's guaranteed. It's good enough. Just draw it back a bit. That will probably do us about there, I think. There's another one below me, but that should be okay. Am I good to go? Yep, I am. Interesting. It stopped immediately once I got off. That is actually very interesting. There's a bit of tin down here I could collect as well, but I actually don't need this tin. You know what? I'm wet. The fire will dry me. In fact, don't mind me. Just resting, you know. I wonder if you can rest with enemies right next to you. They don't want to mess with the fireplace, but I'm tempted to just see. You know what? Let's find out. Can I actually rest whilst the Grey Dwarves are losing their minds trying to get to me, but are being too afraid to go near the fire? Is this potentially relaxing enough? We'll see. It might take a few moments to see if the resting buff kicks in. I'm starting to think it won't happen though. Resting should have kicked in by now usually. Oh well. Alright then. Actually... Wow, really? Okay. I feel cold. Ow. Did you pick up a spare rock? I wonder. Right, let's rest and see if I will actually rest here. Being wet does affect fire damage. Yeah, it looks like if there are enemies too close, you can't rest. Just need to wait for the buff to actually kick in. Still using the mace. How do I like it? It's basically the sword, honestly, in moveset. So it's really not much difference between the two. It'll be useful to have a damage type that is more useful against certain enemies that are resistant to slash. But outside of that, not really much of a biggie. Can we have a go? Apparently not. There we are. We've already checked out that troll cave. Actually, I've been told that troll caves... Yeah, this is a troll cave. Troll caves will regenerate their yellow mushrooms, but that's the only thing they'll respawn. That's fine. I'm totally down with that. We've got a lot of them right now, because I don't actually use them for very much, but... Did I miss anything the last time I was here? Doesn't look like I did. Okay. But the mace is good. I am eager to make a sword, though. You know, all these grey dwarves can live. I don't have any particular reason to go out of my way to kill them. And I don't need more tin right now. I've got stacks and stacks of tin. So we'll leave that there. I would love it if I could snuff a fire. For largely roleplay reasons. I'm going to be honest. But I would like it if I could. My storage is getting full of ripple.